Welcome back, Sean. And I got to do the look up here. Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Yes.
We are back, bro.
Again, I feel like we do that once every 2 years.
It's been a
We
long
back.
time, man. It's been to me, it's been a long time. We didn't do our government revenge show that we were
Yes.
planning, but that it's all good because I feel like, I don't know, bro. Like it seems like the government is taking revenge on itself right now. If
Yes.
that's a possibility.
Yeah. Shout out to karma, right? That's
Yeah.
what they said. Karma would
Yeah.
happen. I mean, it
Hey,
is what
bro.
it is.
I
Like,
gotta say, yeah, I gotta say, I'm in a space now where I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not freaking out about things, but I
mhm.
also know I'm not gonna end up living in a bridge down by the river, in a van, So I'm coasting, bro. Like, I'm a person that when I was about structure and needed things and needed to know what was going to happen next and work a 9 to 5. I was a person that strived for things that only I could see as attainable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that comes with being safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I can remember a story when I was playing college football, and it came for number day. Like, pick your number. What jersey you want?
Absolutely.
I was a freshman. I already knew I wasn't gonna get a cool number, but I was in the group with the people. We had some superstars on our team, and there were people that, oh yeah, I'm getting number 9. I'm a D lineman. I'm getting 9. I'm getting one. I'm getting this that, and this is in the late '90s when that number thing was really starting to be different, at least in college. We just getting there with the pros for the
Right.
position.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
I got up there and the dude asked me if one of the star players. He was like, "What number you going for, G?" I was like, 57. He's like, "Nigga, you gonna get that number?" But I went for something that I knew I was going to get. You know what
Gotta go, Sean. Okay.
I mean? Yeah, yeah. But now that I don't know what I'm getting, and it's completely fine with me. And I wish I'd have been like this the whole entire time, my whole life. You know what I mean?
Now, sometimes you got to lean into the possibility. Okay, my life
Exactly.
been purely
Exactly.
about leaning into what could
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. I wanted a cool
Okay,
number. Like, at the time, I was a outside linebacker. And in the 90s, outside linebackers they wore the 90 numbers, like the Kevin
yeah,
Green
absolutely.
91s, the
95s, 90
Julius
White.
Peppers 90, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to
And
my man Reggie White, made remember
yeah,
before Blessing.
yeah, yeah. I knew I wasn't going to get a 90 number. I wasn't even going to try it. And I wasn't going to open myself up to that kind of hazing to say, you a freshman, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I went with 57.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't know what he gonna do, but yeah, 50.
yeah, yeah. Because 5 is my number in lacrosse,
Okay.
and seven's a lucky number. It's also you know it also represents the 57th iteration of ketchup for Heinz. So and that's all right with me.
All those explanations are valid, Sean. Okay, I just want you to know. Some really
And that,
valid,
yeah,
some really
yeah. And
valid things.
imagine me 18, 19 going through the line thinking like this already. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
this guy's confident right here, bro.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
Off with it. Sean, you gotta know, you gotta know when to hold him and when to fold him before you
you
say
gotta know your audience, bro. You gotta know your audience. So,
that.
with that being said, is
You see, I'm going in with 57 on my brain, but
57,
they're not telling
57.
me
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That was it. That was my number, 57. It ended up being 91 later on in my career, which is
There you go. See,
that's my yeah, shout out to the Bolts, the playoffs starting this week. So I'm gonna wear a jersey. Every time we record, I'm gonna wear a Bolts jersey, a different one. So,
okay, so look at
you
that.
know, but
That
yeah,
sounds like money.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, but so yeah, it's a lot going on in the world right now, man. Like we haven't talked. And we have, as usual, we don't structure this show, everybody. We just kind of get on here and we talk about things,
That's it.
and we see where it goes. So what's on your mind, bro? What do you want to talk about right now?
Um, I don't really. It's a lot, man. It's a lot
Hmm.
going on. Did you see the Jesus picture?
Yes, I did. What you talking about? Donnie T.
The Jesus
Do-
picture was a lot.
He
Did you
said
see
it was
his
the Red
explanation?
Cross. He said it was the Red Cross.
Money said, "I thought I was a doctor with the red cross." First of all, you're not a doctor, so why was
You're
you
not
supposed
a
to picture
doctor
stuff?
either, bro. You're not a doctor either.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I can't with this guy,
This is
man.
what I warned about, Sean. Remember we was doing all the political, all the shows about voting
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Told you, if you're not careful with what's happening, you're gonna lose the pace of what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that we are at it's more than an interesting time for what's going on. Call it interesting
Yeah,
is is burying the lead, is out kicking your coverage, is all of that. Like I don't
yeah,
think that the calling it interesting don't pay it enough respect in my opinion. Um, I don't, we're at war with Iran. And Iran is like they're like they're smaller than us, but they're like yes, finally, like what we're doing is exactly what they wanted. For years, like everybody been
years.
talking tough, but kick it off. Like that's what they've been saying, and we did it, and now we want to end it, and they like, oh no,
Let
you
me
don't
tell you
get off
about
that
buying
easy.
some shit that your ass, just writing a check that your ass
Yeah,
can't cash.
yeah, 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 and like being a former Navy veteran. First of all, let me explain this to you people. There's a
Hmm.
lot of people out there that think that because he put some battle groups out there to block the Straits of Hormuz. Let me tell you something, people. The ships aren't out there chain to chain. They aren't touching bows. Okay? Like, so don't imagine that like there's some straight line of ships that's stopping people from getting through. Like
Okay.
a good enough, a small enough vessel, the smart enough captain can get through if they really want to.
Yes.
Two, if they do get through, the United States naval vessels are not going to blow them up. Like
Fact.
that's not our game. We're not going to do that. We
Fact.
much rather we would capture the ship, and we'll arrest the people, probably let them go at some point after vigorous, questioning. But they're not going to blow up the ships like Iran was doing a couple of weeks ago. So
Absolutely.
that's not going to happen either. That's not the Navy's game. So it's just interesting. I was talking to them. They were like, "Well, how did the little ship? A ship just said it got through. Yeah, there's it's not a line of chain. It's not a chain. Like
Like they put
the
a big
ships,
piece of metal in
yeah,
the,
yeah,
in
the ships are miles apart, like miles apart from each other, and they it's just not what you're imagining. So I
Just
just
came
wanted to
in
put
with a
that out
metal
there.
wall. Huh. Here's this wall.
Yeah, a
You can't
metal
get past
wall.
the wall.
Yeah, yeah. He couldn't build a wall here. You think he'd build one on the ocean, bro? Like straight up, like
Bro, I just don't. This is the thing. This is the thing, man. If you if you want to go fight somebody, right, and everybody tell you
hmm
like, "This is a bad idea,"
hmm
everybody who came before you had the opportunity to fight these guys. Like, yo, we just gonna let them be where they at, cause like let
yeah,
them do
yeah,
what they
yeah,
do. What the fuck make you think you just gonna jump in and start beating people up? Sir, you had no fights before.
bro.
You got beat up at the mall every time you went to the mall. Now you trying to jump in and
hmm
fight somebody, sir? What are you doing?
Yeah, especially a country that is a veteran at fighting, like you know, all those countries, like it's just like when I was in the Navy. You ain't want to go to Yemen or places like that. Now they sending the vice president to Yemen to do negotiations. You send the vice president to one of the most violent, highest terrorist producing places on the planet to stop a war. Like,
Stop it. What are we doing? What is
yeah,
happening?
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds very unproductive. And people may ask, like, well, why did they pick JD Vance though? It's like of all the people they could have picked, why they pick JD Vance? Well,
Hmm.
because before the war kicked off, he was a person who was very, very, very opposed to a war with the
Hmm.
they hand chose them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They
Because it's
hand chose the person that they want to negotiate with them.
right. Because isn't it supposed typically isn't that supposed to be the job of the State Department? the head of the
Yes,
State Department, to go
yes.
over and they're the ones that kind of like that handle the relationships
Yeah, they didn't like
internationally,
the
right?
ambassador.
Right,
They
the
said
ambassador,
they
right,
didn't like the envoy that they sent, so they told him to send J.D. Vance. Here's the thing,
right.
though. If you are negotiating with somebody and the people you know negotiating with pick the person that they're going to negotiate with, you
Mm-hmm.
lost the negotiation immediately
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
because you gave them all the power,
Yeah.
right? Because they
Yeah.
said, I don't want to negotiate with this person. I'm going to negotiate with this person. And then you
Mm-hmm.
conceded the power by saying, okay, I'm going to send this person.
Right.
They already know they won.
Right.
They going into the negotiation with a win under their belt. So anything that you present, they could say no because they already won the situation. They know you got to send this person.
Right. 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 So how does this end, bro? Like, how do we? Me personally, I remember in the '90s when gas was really cheap. I remember in
Mm-hmm.
the '80s when gas was really
Me and
cheap,
my
and
wife was just talking about this.
I remember when it crossed the threshold of over $1, and it
Mm-hmm.
never went back. You know, it could
Mm-hmm.
have went back, but it never did. These gas
Mm-hmm.
prices, people think it's going to go back. Nah, I don't think it's going to go back to as cheap as you think it is. Even though it wasn't cheap, it's
Mm-hmm.
like they're testing the market to see what will break you. You know, that was one of Nick Saban's things when he coached at Alabama. What will break you? That's what he would. That was the motto to his team. Like,
Yeah.
what can I do to break you? And then how can we make that stronger so that no team out there can break you? You know, but they not thinking about making us stronger. They just want to take.
Well, I think that it's important for right now that we look at what Germany did after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Not like directly after, but like there was a point when Germany had to recognize that they needed to have a different industrial revolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when the EU was created,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then because of that, it was a lot of like you got different energy sources and a lot of different things that happened in Germany. I think the same will be true for America. I
Mm-hmm.
think that how this war ends is there's an end to the actual conflict, but um, America now has to bind together with the other Americas, right? So I think
Right.
we'll do the whole of North America to include Canada, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
um, it'll be Central America and then South America, and then as just all of these countries together, I mean all of these these countries together, I think will eventually, well, countries and continents together, I think will eventually start using um, renewable sources of energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That in itself will um, make us concede our use or our need for oil and oil products, and then we will start watching as we produce differently.
Yeah.
Remember, the like America hasn't gotten into producing green energy, right? And this administration was particularly against us producing green
Right.
energy, but
Yeah.
we
It
have a
reversed a lot.
we have a whole space in America where like where nobody lives. It's like about 60% of the country nobody live on, right? These are all prime places, especially like in the Midwest where we can get wind and solar from, and that will
Yeah.
produce enough energy so America will never have to like normal Americans will never have to pay for energy again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
I
bro.
think this will be we electric
Yeah.
cars, all of that shit now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. One of my cars is an EV, and
Mhm.
I'm grateful for that right now. Like, even though I don't drive it, the person that does drive it, my youngest daughter, it's good to know that I don't have to put any money towards it. I
Mhm.
don't. It's just a matter of plugging it into the house. And even though energy prices are skyrocketing right now. Like, the average, I don't know what the average gas and electric bill is, but I don't live in Maryland. I live right outside of Maryland in Pennsylvania. But I
Mhm.
do hear the cries of the people that do live in Maryland about what BG&E is doing. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I'm not a part of that. I'm not saying that we got the greatest race out here, but we ain't where
Mhm.
BG&E is doing. Like, yeah.
But even that though, like why is BG&E have skyrocketing bills for people? Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's because they was building the data center on the peninsula, right?
Mm.
And that data center requires energy. So how do you pay for the energy that it requires? Well, the people who sponsored the building is not going to pay for it because they want to get a return on the investment. right? So you can't immediately charge them for the energy you got to use. So you got to trickle the cost down. So what do?
Mm-hmm.
You throw the cost off onto the public by way of the city council, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the state.
Mm-hmm.
So you talk to the state
Mm-hmm.
legislators, hey, look, these are the things that we need to do. Boom, boom, boom. They say, well, yeah, we approve that. Remember, BGE get paid for future costs. They could hike your bill today because they want to build some shit 10 years from now.
That's insane. That's
That's crazy.
insane. That's crazy business practice right there.
Yeah, so
But
we ain't on that, right? But that's
yeah.
we are that's why I think we gonna hit that's why I think we at the space of the third industrial revolution for America though, because everybody's gonna be into green everything. Because why do we our dependency on oil is the reason why this war is happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's a
agreed.
global
Yeah.
dependency on oil,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
Which is a non-renewable commodity. So when it's over, it's over.
It's over. Yeah. So the one question I got, I heard I was watching the news and they were saying that our reserve is in America isn't as high as we think it is. Like, I think they said something like 30 or 40% of our reserve had been used prior to all this even happening. So where did that go? Were we selling off barrels? Like where we where we like what were we doing to the reserve where it's not at a 100% level when we need it?
All right, people put that out because that creates panic, right?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
reality
Yes.
the reality is America has the, if I'm not mistaken, third largest oil reserve in the world, the second largest, I think, in the world, right? We have
Mm-hmm.
over 200 billion barrels in America.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
thing is, we didn't want to sell ours and we want to use ours when we could use other people's. Also, in America, it's more expensive to transport domestically, right? I think it's called the Car Act or something like that, but
Mm-hmm.
not like CAR, but CARR. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the name of it. But there's an act that was passed in Congress that says that if somebody is trying to ship energy sources domestically, there's like a 20 to 30% like tax on that thing, like a surcharge, 20% of the cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus importing these same energy goods and it's like at 5%,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if
Mm-hmm.
we don't use our oil because it'll cost America more to use it because Congress hasn't acted. Now, if Congress act and say, you know what, fuck it, let's make this shit different, America would automatically change their dependence on foreign oil. They would be like, oh, we don't need none of that shit. And then the
Mm-hmm.
world would come to America to try to get oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's understandable. It sounds like everything else that we do in this country as far as business, honestly. And but people but when companies outsource to other countries to make their product or do things because it's cheaper to have it done in
Mhm.
China or Indonesia or some other these other countries, it's cheaper to have it done there than it is to produce it here in America.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's a problem to me. It's a problem. Like,
We owe
but
that to the 90s though,
yeah,
right? Do you remember
yeah,
in like 1990, let's just say 94? You remember
yeah,
on the commercials they used to be like, look for the made in the USA tag.
yeah,
Yeah. I
yep.
said now remember when Clinton decided that he had signed the NAFTA, right? The North
hmm
American Free Trade Agreement, and then he
hmm
did the deal with China so that they could move all of the logistic industrial shit to China because they didn't have the laws against environment,
Uh-huh.
right? Now, I peace dog, I love you. My wife leaving, so I gotta tell her I love her. Love
Oh,
you.
okay. Hey, Joy.
But um once he did that, right, that
hmm
allowed for China's economy to boom. As their economy boomed, right, and it got bigger, what it did for America was um it lowered the opportunity for us to produce. That in itself was an economic challenge. That's the reason why America started going broke because
Mm.
we sent all of the business overseas. Remember how many think about Bethlehem Steel in
Yeah.
Baltimore,
Yeah.
right? Bethlehem Steel had this whole story practice of doing people wrong and dirty and whatnot. But then imagine that they got put out of the game by a foreign steel manufacturer.
Mm. Mm.
because it was more expensive for America to try to ship this steel domestically than it would be to bring it internationally.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Before we take our break, and excuse me for if I sound like I'm talking weird. I got some dental work done, so I'm getting used to it still. So, um, explain this to me. And this is something
Yeah.
that I always ask people. So you go to the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
You buy a candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
That box of candy bar that the store had already placed has already had taxes on it, right? So why do I have to pay taxes if I buy that candy bar that's already been taxed?
Okay.
And I'm
So,
asking you this question because you're very good at these answers. Like I remember you were the only person that could tell me why I don't get change back when I mail more than 2 stamps. So like, and it made sense to me.
all right. So, all right. What happens is this is like trickle down economics, right?
Okay, okay.
So, suppliers in America primarily trickle the cost down to the consumer, which is a
Mm-hmm.
little bit backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why you pay that extra tax is because the person that you're buying it from is trying to recoup their loss for importing it, right?
Okay.
So whatever they maybe they went to Costco and bought a box of the candy bars from Costco, and Costco was like, okay, well, the box was $22, but with tax it's $28, right? They gonna look at every candy bar and they okay, well shit, if I charge 75 cents for every candy bar, I'm gonna get the cost of the box back after this amount of candy bar sold. But then also, how do I make sure that I get that little extra sales tax back?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the year, they got to pay tax again. So if they charge you the sales tax, they can put that away so that at the end of the year, when they got to pay the IRS, they already got a pot of money they can pull from to pay taxes.
So it's my fault that they decided to sell sticks to sell Snickers.
Yeah,
It's my
basically.
fault. Okay.
No. It's not your fault that they decided to sell them. It's your fault that you decided to like them after they was made.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They didn't tell you to like the Snickers, right?
Okay,
Because it was gonna
yeah.
cost. You should have understood that you may have to pay for it one day.
Hi, my name is Valerie Johnson, and I am the founder of Rising Beyond Defeat. I'm a motivational speaker, author, and advocate for women who have faced the hardest battles: domestic violence, addiction, depression, and the feeling of starting over. My story is real. I spent 15 years battling addiction, but by the grace of God, I've been clean for almost 26 years. I didn't lose my family. I didn't give up, and I'm still standing today, stronger than ever. I believe the most powerful voices are the ones that have truly been through it. Because if you've ever felt broken, if you ever felt unheard, if you ever felt like life defeated you, I want you to know something. You can rise. Through Rising Beyond Defeat, my mission is to inspire and empower others, especially women, to heal from the past hurts and step boldly into purpose. I work with organizations, shelters, and community groups to bring hope and transformation to those who need it most. This is more than a business. This is a calling, and this is my year to make a difference, to help others, and to remind the world that your past does not define your future. My name is Valerie Johnson, and this is Rising Beyond Defeat. Let's rise together.
Welcome back to Sean and Sean Talk
Welcome
About Life.
back to Sean and Sean Talk
Right
About.
now, we are recording from our homes, but we do plan on doing one live show a month, and 3 of these. So we are going to be getting more content out to you more regularly.
We just went back to the basics. It's like COVID,
Yeah,
man.
back to the basics. And it's good. It just feels good to talk,
Absolutely.
and get the feelings out. Things that we still talk on the phone a lot and text, but
Absolutely.
it's good. People like hearing what we think, and I appreciate that. So I'm glad we can get back to it.
No doubt, man. This is
Yeah,
what I want to ask you, though, Sean.
yeah. What's
Um,
up?
have you been seeing the moves being made in the WNBA?
Yeah, I did. The draft was 2 nights ago, I think.
It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, and I did see some of the superstars that went to some good teams. It's going to be some good parity. What happened in Chicago last week was crazy when they traded Angel Reese to the from Chicago to Atlanta.
Atlanta, right? Yeah.
Um, it just seems like that was a nightmare made. That they just never seem to job together. That not the city and Angel Reese, the team and Angel Reese. I don't know.
I feel the same way. I feel the
Yeah.
same way, but I'm wondering if it's the front office game. Like you're gonna have to fire some old folks.
Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah, yeah.
One thing
And then
about Chicago, they don't like to lose. So if you get to
yeah,
losing,
yeah.
you have to get up out of here.
And then they brought in to me a more controversial player in Skylar Diggins than Angel Reese has ever been.
Absolutely.
Angel Reese has only been braggadocious in my opinion, in who she
And,
is, and
and
there's
it's
nothing wrong with that.
Angel Reese and her quote unquote braggadociousness, I think is very deserving, right?
Mm-hmm.
At first, you give me, I didn't really understand her game, but I see who she is though, right?
Mm-hmm.
She first of all, she is Dennis Rodman as a
Yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
right? I don't give
Mm-hmm.
a shit where the ball is at. She's going to go get it. And that
Yeah.
you get listen,
Yeah.
she averaging double-digit rebounds
Mm-hmm.
against professional players.
Yeah. You can have a long career if you do that. A long, successful career.
That's what that all of the people who undergirded the championships of
Mm-hmm.
every championship team that
Mm-hmm.
played
Mm-hmm.
basketball, that's what it was.
You just mentioned one and Dennis Rodman, who's probably the most famous one. Uh,
Absolutely.
let's go with Ben Wallace.
Ben
Uh,
Wallace.
let's go with and forget about it if you can score too. Like if you're like a grandmama or Charles
Bruh,
Barkley, like
you better say
you
LJ. You
know,
better say LJ. Huh?
yeah, those
Yes.
guys could score and get the ball and get the rebound. Like to me, Charles Barkley is probably one of the greatest athletes that is under celebrated. When you think
Yes.
about his actual height, and this dude was the
6'9".
MVP in the 90s.
Yes. Yes.
Like
As
when
a
it was
as
bully ball.
Sean as a power forward, a 6'9"
Yeah,
power forward.
yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
what they call him?
The
The
gr-
round
the,
mound, the
the
rebound.
round mound of rebound.
The
Yeah.
whole game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
This
talking about.
dude, yeah, he should be celebrated way more than he is as a professional athlete. I know people look at him and they laugh and they wait to laugh, but that dude was a problem.
He
He
was an
was a
absolute
problem.
problem,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, he was a problem, man. Like,
Absolute. It was absolute. He was a monster, bro.
yeah.
But so that's what I'm. All right. The WNBA got a new CBA, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In that new CBA, they allow for bigger checks,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, this is what I was telling people before, right? The problem with putting the money before the product is that now that the money showed up, the product need to look like it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
People talk about, oh, well, the NBA getting paid and they get paid and got to pay to make the men. And remember, it was motherfuckers in the NBA in the 90s making 50K.
Yeah. Yeah.
50,000. These
Yeah.
put everything on the line. You went to college. You have nothing else. You don't have no backup plan. You making
That back
50K.
half, that back half of the roster. Yep.
You making 50K, got a side job and everything. And
Yep.
now that people talk about the WNBA, okay, now you got the money. Now you got the money. You feel make $1 million a year, whatever you're gonna make.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you got the bread. Now If you don't fill the seats, this is a waste of. This is not a return on investment.
You think they're gonna have a problem filling the seats though? They
Nah,
were
they
kind of
had problems filling the seats before the collective bargaining agreement.
well. They did, but they did have that one boost that rookie year of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Like
Yes,
they had a massive. There was
they
a
did.
big boost. They were
And
selling out. I don't know
they
if
have
all the
been.
teams were selling out, but I know those two teams were everywhere
Whenever
they
you
went.
got a chance to see Kaylin Clark or Angel
Mm-hmm.
Reese, they were selling out.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Remember though, they had like season number 3 or 4 in their career,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When the last time, like Flaugier coming in the league is one of the reasons for people to celebrate. Motherfuckers
Must
like
see
because
TV.
she
Must
cold,
see
she
TV.
cold, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Flaugier coming in the league, you definitely gonna sell some seats in Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't play the game just on the sense of like I want to see how I can get paid from it.
Mm-hmm.
She playing full ball. I'm out here hooping. It's going day one. I'm going up and down the court. I'm
Yeah.
ball.
She hooping. Yep. Yep.
When you think it like, remember she had a whole rap career.
Yeah. Yeah. Successful.
Ne-
Yeah.
never detracted from her basketball career.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Her
She,
dad was a rapper though, right?
yeah,
Camouflage. Yeah.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
so
Rest in
that
peace.
if you
Yeah.
look at how she is, she's not here for the bread. She came for the game. That's what put the asses in the seats. Telling me you
Mm-hmm.
want to make $1 million and you ain't put asses in the seats yet. What the fuck is I'm paying you for?
Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's one of those things where no employee wants to feel undervalued, but at the same time, what have you done for me lately? You
I
know,
was about to say that.
yeah,
Janet
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah, yeah. At the same time, it's that, and
Ooh.
yeah, and it blows my mind what athletes get today. I'm not mad at it at all, but it's like it's a game. It's a game. You're playing a game. You're playing the game at the top 1% of the entire world. You know,
Mhm.
but does that equal out to somebody like Shohei Ohtani making $700 million? Like, is baseball worth $700 million for one person?
All right. So first of all, fuck baseball because I mean I like baseball. That's
The
one of my
Orioles are
favorite sports.
winning. The Orioles are
Yeah,
winning.
so is the Cubs, right? Like,
As of right
I,
now, the Orioles are winning.
listen, I like baseball. It's one of my favorite sports, but I can't deny the business history of racism
Yeah,
that's attached to baseball. The reason why
yeah.
motherfuckers get $700 million in baseball to be guaranteed money is because Congress passed the act to
The
say that
monopoly.
baseball could be the only
Yeah.
professional baseball sport in
Yep.
America. And you
Yep.
did that because of the popularity of the Negro League. So if a
Yeah.
motherfucker come from Japan and hit you in the dome for almost $1 billion, I'm not mad at all.
Okay.
Get
All
your
right.
paper.
See,
Get your paper.
you just changed my thought on it. Yeah, you
You
just
ain't
changed
give
my
Satchel
thought.
Paige no
Cause
money.
like, yeah, you're right. Because you hear it all the time, and and a lot of that stuff is so inside ball that we don't know as people that watch the sport. We don't know how these owners are really talking to people behind closed doors. We know how a supervisor talks to us that's making only
Absolutely.
like $5,000 more than us behind.
Absolutely.
So you can a billionaire.
Imagine the motherfucker Sean. Sean.
They
Okay.
reckless. They
Now,
reckless.
you know me well enough to know, right? At work, a motherfucker supervisor will not get called boss, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
right.
work for you. I work for the fucking company.
Yeah,
This is the motherfucker that actually paid the check. What
yeah,
you think he gonna
yeah,
say to you, Sean? Your
yeah,
supervisor
yeah.
coming up and talking about some, hey, I'm gonna need you here at 11 o'clock tomorrow. You and then, I don't know, fuck this. No. The billionaire walking this bitch, hey, be here at 9:30. Your ass is you'll be there at 8:59, I promise.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Please.
yeah. It's the parody is amazing. It's something that I don't understand. It's something I don't pretend to understand, and that's why I'm able to listen to different aspects of it. I do know a few professional athletes, but I don't talk money with them. Like I don't talk about money. When I do have the rare chances to talk to them or be around them, like I don't ask them what was it like. What was it like working for Steve Bisciotti? Or what was it like working? I'd much rather hear what was it like playing with Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
what was it like? What was it like You know, seeing Haloti Nada, like, or Terrell Suggs, like, I'd rather hear that story. Like, you know, the billionaire stuff is something, I don't know. I imagine it's something that you just see more than you hear about,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, Sean. Like recently, I've been hanging around people who got a little bit of bread,
right.
right?
You have been. Yes.
And the problem that I recognize and that I've had my whole life was that I always thought with a wealthy mindset,
Hmm.
right? And the motherfucker, like, not everybody that I was around had a wealthy mindset.
Hmm.
Being around actual wealthy people with the wealth mindset, like, yo, I want to just grow. Like, it trains you to think about things differently, right?
Yeah,
So
it does.
in that same conversation, right, where we talking about this billionaire who owned the team, right, and they want to be able to pay out this bread. Yeah, they'll give you the money, right? But what is the thing that they can guarantee? What is the ROI, right?
Hmm.
What's the
Hmm.
return on investment that they're gonna get for giving you this bread? And
Hmm.
then to that, like this is where my business degree kind of come in, right? To that, what are the KPIs, right? A KPI is a key product indicator, right? And it's like, how do you know, like, what do I look for to make sure that I'm getting value out of this thing that I just paid for? Right. So with Shotani, it's gonna be like, oh, hitting and catching. And if you get the golden glove, then right, I know
Yeah.
that I spent my money. Right.
Yeah.
So now the same could be said for the WNBA. Am I proud that they're getting paid? Absolutely. I've been watching women's basketball since I was a shorty. Right.
Hmm.
I definitely feel like all of them women from back in the 90s and shit that when the WNBA first kicked off, I feel like
Hmm.
they should get retroactively paid for how cold they was.
Hmm.
Right? All of them females who came through Pat Summerall teams and Gino teams, right, who was raw as fuck and had
Hmm.
to go overseas to hoop just to get a little bit of I feel like all of them should get paid. But now that we got the bread out there, what is the thing that we use to elevate this game, the WNBA game, to an international level?
Hmm.
That is where the NBA had to think in order to go to be able to give people these big checks, right?
Yeah.
Remember, the dream team they went to the Olympics. When that shit happened, everybody got paid after that,
Yeah, that's true.
right? Prior
Yeah.
to that shit, man, everybody's making chump change. They was like, oh, the
Yeah.
highest paid motherfucker in the league make 5 million.
Hmm.
After the dream team, motherfuckers was coming 20 million, 10, 15 million. Like young guys getting 200.
Yeah.
KG got a $241 million contract. G.
Supermax. Yeah, and it's only growing. It's only growing. And like to go back to Shohei, if any player in baseball deserves $700 million, without a doubt, it's that dude.
Yeah, turn it
Without
up
a
on
doubt,
baseball.
without a doubt, it's that guy. Like for sure. Like I do believe that he has a gambling problem though, and he blamed his interpreter last year for those bets. But
Sean,
yeah, they'd already gave him the 700 million at that point. What they gonna do? They gonna blame somebody. They ain't gonna let him take the fall. Like it ruined baseball. Like, and we know baseball ain't in ruining itself. Like shit.
no,
Yeah,
baseball not fucking with ruining
yeah.
itself.
If I'm
They
gonna
not
piss
doing
myself, if I'm gonna piss myself, let me put on a diaper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like
professional sports learn from Michael Jordan. They like, okay, look, now the best player probably gonna bet on everything. So just make
mm-hmm.
sure we got a contingency for how much money he gonna lose.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Like betting is one of them things now. We'll talk about that another show, bro, because that's a whole nother rabbit
Yes,
hole right
that
there.
should need its own.
What
Look,
has
this is all I
become?
want to say.
Good
This is
God.
all I want to say, Sean. Don't bet, G. That is a listen. They designed that shit so you could stay broke. So get your broke ass out the casino trying to place bets and shit, parlays and shit. To let the only
Bruh.
parlay you got be the parlay you do with your homies. Like, oh yeah, I'm finna go parlay at their crib. You get me?
Yeah. I look at betting like I look at strip clubs, bro. I don't go to strip clubs. I'm not saying, I'm not going to say I've never been to a strip club. I have. I was young. I don't go to strip clubs because I would rather ball my money up and Kobe it into the trash can myself. Like, I would rather take everything I got in my bank account and pull a joker, just pile it up and set it on fire. Now it's gonna be a small pile, but but yeah.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not betting. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, I don't. I don't know, bro. I just it's become harder and harder for me just to give people things. Um, especially when you realize, especially now when it like I don't get a check every 2 weeks. Man, it's hard to come by money. Like you don't realize like it's hard to come by money.
Money
So
don't just show
like
up.
like take some of it and just like give to you like let me see your business plan.
Yeah,
Like, even for these groceries, you want groceries? Let me see your business plan. Like,
I don't like this is the thing, Sean. This is the thing that I noticed,
yeah.
right? When I was working, right,
Mm-hmm.
I was so very giving, right? People be like,
Yeah.
Sean, can I get
Yeah.
a well, I just need a
Yeah.
couple dollars to and I would just like get people bread. Now I don't ask people for money, but I recognize that
No.
motherfuckers know that I'm unemployed. But like, why the fuck are you still asking me for money?
Exactly.
Where the fuck
Yes.
do you think it's
Yes.
gonna come from? Like
Yes.
you watched me be at home yesterday. Like you called me, I was at the crib. I said I'm unemployed. Where the fuck did you think the money was gonna come from? You like
Yeah.
called me back. Hey, you got a couple of dollars? No. Where the fuck does the couple of dollars come from?
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me. They know
Yeah.
how fucking non-personal that is. Hey, I know you're struggling, but I'm struggling at the same time. Let me get something. What the fuck? You gotta be
I
shitting me.
I quickly put it into that like early in me leaving my government job. I basically told people like I cannot afford to give you money that I know you won't give me back.
God,
And because of that, and guess what? I haven't heard from those people. I haven't heard
God
from
damn it,
people.
I did it wrong, Sean. I'm over here making excuses. I should have just been like,
Yeah,
no, fuck out of here.
yeah, like pretty much, like you know. So I mean, we ain't poor, y'all. Like we ain't
Yeah.
on bended knee, but
But
you know,
why the fuck are you asking me for bread and you know I don't have money coming
but
in
yeah,
regularly, right?
I'll say it like this: I don't have a disposable income. Every dime I got goes
Yeah,
to something.
the important shit now.
Yeah, something that
That's
has to
important
be.
shit money from here
Yeah,
on out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'll say. We'll get back to the disposable income, but because of this lesson I learned, you still ain't you probably still ain't gonna get nothing.
You
Like,
won't, okay? You won't get anything. I'm just being honest. Like I'm just gonna be honest. You're not getting a thing. You're not getting a
yeah,
dime, not a penny, nickel, nothing to that shit. Because the reality is we got the same understanding of life. We can both go out here and make our way, right?
yeah,
I'm not talking
yeah,
to you, Sean. I'm talking to the person that's gonna ask me for $1 tomorrow.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely. Like, yeah,
how do
absolutely.
you think I'm gonna come past $1? So if I'm gonna come past that motherfucker, you gonna just be next to me, right?
Yeah,
What is we doing?
yeah, yeah. But
What are we doing?
getting back to WNBA, I wish them success. I
Absolutely.
do hope that they can put butts in the seats this summer. But bro, the
Yes.
S's are killing me, bro. Oh my god. I gotta get used to these. But the but I got they gotta get people in the arena. You're right.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is that makes that happen. Like what makes that happen in college, but
They did
not
it.
the pros?
They did it in the pros already. If I'm looking at the playbook properly,
Mm-hmm.
Sean, if I'm looking at the playbook properly,
Mm-hmm.
Flau'jae is the Michael Jordan of the WNBA.
Okay.
This is why you need the Magic and Bird story in order to get people
They
to
had
look
it.
at the thing. But you need that to get people to look at the thing. Remember, that's what the NBA did. They did the Magic and Bird story.
Mm-hmm.
People start focusing on the NBA, and it was like, oh shit, this is a product over here. A few years later, we get Michael Jordan. When you get Michael Jordan, he elevated the understanding of what it would look like for people to play basketball because it was kind of poetry in motion, and he wasn't necessarily concerned about the money he made from basketball, but his outside endorsements, right? And that's why he was able to just play basketball without anything over the top. Flau'jae don't play basketball for money. She played basketball because she cold at basketball and it's fun
Mm.
for her to play. And she's better
Mm-hmm.
than all of the people that you could mention in the sentence with her when she play against them, right? Not to mention her last name is Johnson too. But um, the fact that she is that cold and she coming in the league with the endorsements and shit like that, and she's like a lovable person. She got a really incredible spirit, right? She's the person that people's gonna look at as the face of the league. She'll be the face of the league in a year, right? She's the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, and she's going to be the person that elevate the game to that next level. Watch the first year that she go to play international basketball on behalf of the US, the fucking world is gonna know her name and be like, I want some of this. Same way they did
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan. They remember they got him on the world stage. They're like, this motherfucker, the greatest player ever.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
like that for the WNBA, I promise.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to watch her play. I really am. I'm excited to see all of them play. Um, I think that the parody that they create within it is great. I do think that um, last year the WNBA suffered because Caitlin Clark was injured a lot. I think that if she was healthy, they could have continued that narrative with her and Angel Reese. But we'll see how it picks up. This season. I'm excited to watch. And congratulations to all the ladies that were drafted. Like,
Absolutely.
you're in the 1%. Like that's amazing. So
Yeah, everybody who
congratulations.
got drafted yesterday, man, congratulations.
Yeah.
Because reality is y'all own something new. But just remember, Flau'jae finna
Mhm.
beat y'all motherfucking ass, boy. She finna smoke y'all ass, boy. God dang. Be aware, because Flau'jae is in Seattle finna cause a storm, gang. Y'all better get y'all ass out of here. Please. Rain on your parade in real life. God damn.
Yep.
And
All right.
that's not a knock to the shot, right? I fuck with this guy, but I'm just telling y'all, Flau'jae finna put y'all ass in the dirt, G, on the hood. Believe me.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. We're gonna wrap it up with the next segment. Step into a classroom where performance is the standard, not the exception. Where learning is practical, focused, and built for the real world. Welcome to Synteg Academy, your training and certification destination in the heart of Tysons Corner, Virginia. We're an authorized certification training provider and test center, delivering high-quality instruction online, virtual, and in person. Every day, organizations struggle to find professionals who truly understand technology, security, and healthcare operations. Whether it's protecting critical data, managing cloud systems, or running efficient healthcare practices, the skills gap is real. That's why Synteg Academy focuses on performance-based training, real-world scenarios, high-impact instruction, and current content aligned to today's demands. Our mission is to support IT professionals across AI, hardware, software, networking, troubleshooting, cloud, security, and operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Train for in-demand certifications like CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, CYSA Plus, Pentest Plus, Linux Plus, Cloud Plus, and Project Plus. Plus advanced tracks in cybersecurity and ethical hacking. We also support public health administration and healthcare operations, including management, ethics, policy, and laws, so healthcare systems can run efficiently and securely. If you're an IT help desk support specialist, cybersecurity professional, IT specialist, healthcare administrator, or public health specialist, Synteg Academy is designed for you. Our certifications are accepted across federal, state, local, and commercial markets, helping you stay competitive across industries. Train in person at our Tysons Corner location, join a live virtual class from anywhere, or take recorded online classes on your schedule, built to fit real work and real life. Now is the time to invest in your future. Visit syntegacademy.com, explore upcoming classes, and sign up today. Synteg Academy, where you are trained for performance. Welcome back to Sean and Sean Talk About Shit.
back to Sean and Sean talk about shit.
So one of the biggest stories over the last week has been with Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini, who is a reporter for the New York Times or the Undefeated, which I believe is a branch of the New York Times. Yeah, so they were caught together at a resort in Arizona. Photos came out and they were posted on page 6 of them two together, and it not only has it raised horrible accusations because they're both married. But it goes against the ethical part of it because she's a journalist, a sports journalist, and is people are starting to wondering what you've been doing to get the takes you've been getting.
Just
You
goes.
know, yeah,
Whew. Okay.
yeah,
Implications.
yeah. Implication.
Let's talk about implications first.
Yeah.
So I would imagine both of these folks got churned, right? And they got
I
their
imagine.
spouses
Yeah, I
and children.
imagine.
Okay. So first and foremost, let's talk about your spouse.
Yeah.
We don't know what privately was going on in either one of these houses. They could have been arguing all over the place, right? But publicly, what you have just done to your spouse is made them understand that they were second place. They were not your first priority.
She kind of already did that though, bro. Because I don't know if you've seen. I'll send you some of the clips, but there's been clips where she's been talking about how her husband doesn't look that great, and that's why she doesn't post him online. She talked about how the night before their wedding, she spent the whole night texting back and forth with Jimmy Garoppolo, and yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out there. So, bro already knew. He already knew where he was in the race. Like he already knew.
God, no. Well, okay. I'm just
Bro, the night before your wedding, you talking to Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm saying, wait, here's the thing, Sean.
And he asking you, are you sure you're ready to get married?
This the thing. The fact that you know this story, the fact that you know this story means that this is at least a public story.
Yeah, it's very public. Yes, very public. She has since resigned from her position.
Yeah, I seen that. But I feel like on her behalf, clearly this is part of the plan, right? Like, oh, this is what I do. Like, I'm just gonna be over here sometimes. He know that. Because you telling people publicly that he don't look good and you was talking to somebody else before you got married, wondering if you should get married. Okay. If you got cheering, that makes it even worse because then they like sitting at the crib. You know your kids look, one of your kids like your husband. One of your babies look just like
are the children are the children ugly?
One of your kids look just like your husband, shorty. So you out here saying your kids is ugly, shorty. That's crazy. That's nuts. You nuts talking about your kids is ugly. Which one of them look like you and which one like your husband? Right? And you like, man, he ugly. And then you look at that little Ralph and shit like, damn, Ralph, you're not going nowhere in life. Right?
Yeah.
So Mike Vrabel, right? Gang. You got to understand two things.
Yeah.
One, you got played, sir.
Did he?
You got played.
He got the cheeks, bro. He ain't get played.
Nah. Because you got to, Sean, the lady is before her marriage devaluing herself by saying, I'm in with these other guys.
Okay. Yeah.
The box already been got by a whole bunch of guys, sir. Right? You're not winning, my nigga. Like, you not, because you cheating on your wife with her, that's not a W.
No.
You getting played right now because she wanted to scoop on your story. All of the cool shit that you told her about the Patriots,
yeah,
she used it for a story, gang. She don't care about you getting the cheeks.
Yeah.
She's married and she with you.
Yeah. So what about so this takes me to the same 8 women that the NBA men keeps passing around. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
And I saw an interview with Gilbert Arenas when somebody who wasn't in the NBA asked, like, why do y'all keep dealing with the same 8 to 12 women? Like, why do y'all keep making them famous? And Gilbert Arenas' response was, they understand. They understand the game. They understand the game. They're not going to complain. They're going to come home. They're going to have things ready for me. They're going to know what I need for my body. They're going to know how to talk, this, that, and the other. Every now and then it goes left and they blow something up, but for the most part, that's what they rather deal with. And I kind of think that Diana Rossini kind of put herself in that same category with
I can see
these
that.
professional, with the NFL,
I can see that.
unfortunate, you know,
I can see that.
but that doesn't make it right though. It doesn't make it
It
right.
doesn't.
But
But then there's also the misunderstanding of your position, right?
mm-hmm.
Whenever sex get tied to anything, it's automatically going to create a situation where the shit don't work how it's supposed to work,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? Because somebody gonna get emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna right is gonna be that moment where somebody's like, oh well, I care, and I right. This shit happened because they both cared,
Yeah.
right? You was
Yeah.
in here like, you know what, we finna live it up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They sit in a hot tub together, bro. That's relationship stuff.
See, here's the thing though, Sean. Okay, maybe I don't know, right? Like maybe he just came from doing a workout, a coaching or some shit, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, let me go
Mm-hmm.
and rest my achy, weary bones. And she just happened to slide in. Oh, you know what? Didn't know you was here, Mike Vrabel from the Patriots.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
And
buy
that
it though.
could I mean that could be a thing, but
I'm not buying it.
she also said that she was out there with him as a part of a group of friends. There were no group pictures taken, there were she also said she was out there because she wanted to go hiking, and to me, like, I would be releasing all those hiking photos just to prove that's
I
exactly
mean,
what I was,
well,
like, there are
well,
no group shots. There are no group shots, of them of the other six people that were supposedly there. But it also hurts the way women are portrayed as professionals in sports journalism.
mhm.
We all know that it's a man's world when it comes to sports. Sports was largely marketed to men for a long time. Now they're trying to break through with getting women. You used to be that a woman was only somebody you saw on a sideline giving a 13-second report in the middle of a game, sideline reporter. But now they're getting bigger and bigger roles. And I feel like
Absolutely.
Diana Rossini and, Joy Taylor and people like that have really taken it back 100 years or
Yes.
in 6 months,
Bruh, burning the whole bridge down. You know we famous, right? That's what he said, bitch. You know we famous. Me and me both famous. They know me. I was on Tecmo Bowl, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to know who took the photos. Like, well, like did the husband hire a private eye?
No, Sean.
Like, who took the
No,
photos?
Sean.
What?
You've been to media week at the fucking Super Bowl.
I have, yes, yeah.
Now, when you go to media week, we know that all of this it's just reporters and players and shit and coaches and shit
Mm-hmm.
walking
Mm-hmm.
through
Mm-hmm.
the radio row, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who outside?
Groupies.
It's a whole bunch of groupies, right?
Yeah.
They know everything about all of these people.
Yeah.
They know what hotel they staying at. You've seen them,
Mm-hmm.
Sean.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get pictures of these folks? Cause they dumb and don't realize that they famous and a motherfucker snap a picture in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Motherfuckers like somebody said, "Oh shit, that's Mike Vrabel." That right there is fucking Mike Vrabel. And somebody said, "Who the fuck is Mike Vrabel?" Man, that motherfucker's on Tecmo Bowl. Click, click.
Yeah.
Is that his?
Yeah.
That, oh shit, that's Diana Rossini. Click, click. Now y'all just made the fucking TMZ.
You know what it gives? It gives exactly who you booked. Like Trick Daddy with the AKAs. You know who you booked. And I ain't
What
changing
the fuck did you think Trick Daddy was?
and I ain't changing a damn thing.
Did you think that Trick Daddy was gonna go from pull over that ass is too fat to pull over your derriere is quite plump? What are we doing?
And I was on last week. I was on the other side. I was like, why didn't he have a suitable playlist? But as an artist,
Sean,
why did they knew who they booked? I did. This is new thing. This just came. They knew who they booked.
bruh, if you
They
want a
they knew
suitable
it.
playlist,
Well, what made me think this way is that they also had Luke. Luke was there too, and he performed his whole set. Yeah.
I mean, Sean, Doodoo Brown is not you don't know Nan. Huh?
Hey, man.
Who the fuck did they
I,
think they was getting to? Like that is my beef with people, right? Don't ask for some shit that you know you don't actually want just to make it seem like you cool. Like that makes you uncool immediately.
hey.
Good night. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's what Bad Bunny was giving me. He was giving AKA and Trick Daddy. Like
Yeah.
I'm not changing nothing. I'm not trying to speak no English. We y'all gonna get out here and we gonna get these Puerto Rican bars, and y'all gonna
Right.
like it.
Sean, and I legitimately before the Super Bowl, I was like, you know what, let me listen to some money music so I could, you know what I'm saying? He played one joint, I could be like, oh yeah, that one is the
Yeah,
you don't have none of them records. You don't have you don't have a record that's like that for me.
that's like that for you, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I listen. I try listening to some of his music. I don't mind it. It's not something I'm going to listen to like just because. But if somebody had like if I had a reason to listen to it, I could deal with it. Like
Yeah.
he had a run with the WWE a few years ago, where he actually wrestled in a hardcore match that was actually really really good, and
Okay.
he came out to have one of his songs, and it was a bumper, it was a banger. Like
So that's the
um,
thing though, Sean. Maybe he just
mhm,
make them couple of records that you like, oh, okay, yeah, that shit is all right. I'll play
mhm,
that.
mhm,
Right.
mhm,
But the Super Bowl,
mhm,
think about politicizing a performance at the Super Bowl, which is already racist to begin with,
mhm,
right? The
mhm.
whole having people perform at the Super Bowl is a byproduct of a living color taking their audience for 1 year
Right. For the halftime show you're talking
for the
about when
halftime show, specifically for the
when yeah
halftime show.
when Living Color. So those who don't know, the TV show in Living Color, which was pretty much a black version of Saturday Night Live, but it
Yeah.
wasn't live. It was recorded. They did a live halftime show in the '90s,
Uh-huh.
because the NFL had a halftime show that people weren't happy about or didn't care
Absolutely.
about. So they did a show. They did a what was it, 18-minute show, 13
Absolutely.
minute show, something like that,
With
as long
they
as
did an 18-minute with the countdown clock on the
yeah,
show
yeah, yeah. And
to
they
tell
and
you
they
when to
gave
turn back.
us they gave us some of the funniest skits that they've ever produced in that time. And then we got back to the show and nobody watched the halftime show because of that. And you're saying
Sean,
that ever
the
since
very
that,
yeah, the very next year,
yeah,
the NFL booked Michael Jackson for the halftime show.
yeah, yeah.
And since that time, since they booked Michael Jackson, they have never not booked an A-list celebrity for the halftime show. And it's just because In Living Color was able to compete with their audience.
Mm, okay. That makes a lot. I never put two and two together with that. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Everything in America is about black people trying to do something and
Hmm.
then some shit trying to stop them from doing it, bro.
I saw something a guy online say the other day. He expected Sinners to do as well as it did at the Oscars because every time that the government is not for people of color, the secondary prizes to give us stuff that looks big but don't really matter. Like
Absolutely.
so, like not that I'm not trying to take anything away from the Oscar wins, but this is what
I
that
fuck with
guy
that.
was saying. He expected it. He expected it to do as well. I thought it should have won more, honestly. Like,
Absolutely.
I saw one battle after another. I loved both of those movies, and I knew they would both run neck and neck. Um, but I wanted Delroy Lindo to win. But I understand why Sean Penn won. He was excellent. Um,
He was.
and
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but he wasn't Delroy Lindo. Like Delroy Lindo was amazing in that film,
He
and
carried
the
the
fact
movie.
that, and he showed up. He actually showed up to the award. Sean Penn didn't even come to the award. Like,
Delroy
so
Lindo carried the movie
yeah,
because of the character that he played.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not taking anything away from Michael B. Jordan or the other cat. I'm saying without Delroy Lindo to bridge the gap in
Mm-hmm.
that movie is a different movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. 100%. Yeah. So, I think that that's an interesting take what you said about the Super Bowl. But yeah, that's what that guy was saying. He was saying that he knew that it would do as well as it did. But I thought it should have won more, but I understand why it didn't, because One Battle After Another was a good movie. It really was a good movie. You didn't like it?
It was good. It was a really,
Mm-hmm.
really good movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't Sinners. And I think that I was just
No.
really tied to Sinners because of my lineage,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
A lot
Okay.
of a lot of the stories that my great granddad told me as a person who was born in the 20s and grew up
Mm-hmm.
in the Delta of Mississippi, right, as
Mm-hmm.
a sharecropper,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the shit that he said was in this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Sean Penn's role in Everything All at Once,
No, one,
right?
one battle after another.
I mean, one battle after another. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
liked his performance. I liked the
Mm-hmm.
movie. I liked Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie too, and the young girl. Um, but I just don't think that that movie conveyed in the same emotional sense that that one did. That
Mm-hmm.
Sinners did, right?
Okay.
Sinners was able to tap into the emotionality of a vast array of races and people who've had identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
To get the other movie, you have to have you. I think you personally have to have been in a position of like it was very immigrant heavy, so you have to like have be like in the immigrant community,
Yeah.
or you have to feel marginalized as like a woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, and there's like this undergirding of like interracial
The
parenting going
biracial.
on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like if
Yeah.
you don't fall into those identity spaces, you may
Mm-hmm.
be able to identify with, as laws enforcement or whatever have you, but it's just a movie,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that's what the difference was for me. And I
Okay.
definitely like Sean Penn, but I think I would have given that to Delroy Lindo.
How your sneaker game holding up, man? I kind of fell off on sneakers a little bit, man. Like,
I fell all the way off, right? I've been wearing dress shoes and shit. It's crazy.
yeah, me too. I got a pair of Brooks, bro, like, and
Oh my
Hokas. Yeah,
God. Yes. Now I am finna give you a pair of Hokers though. I'm not even gonna hold you, Sean.
yeah,
I
yeah.
need
I
some
got
arcs for it.
yeah, 100%. Like it's one of them things, man. Like, yeah, I still got my sneaker collection. I love it to death, but yeah, I haven't bought anything. I haven't bought anything. If it don't feel good to my feet, I ain't putting it on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Story of my life.
yeah, I'll throw them on. I'll still throw on some J's, um, for some special occasions, but for the most part, I don't care anymore. Bro. Like, I got a pair of
Absolutely.
Birkenstocks over there that I'm glad
Shout
it's
out to
getting
the
warm.
Birkenstocker.
Yeah, I'm glad it's getting warm again, so I can wear them. So
So you wear your Birkenstocks.
yeah, even though there's kids wearing them all winter. Like, who do,
Indeed. I
bruh?
mean, they rocking shoes
First of
with
all,
socks.
first of all, if you walking in Birkenstocks and it's 3 feet of snow outside and your socks getting wet, your heels getting wet, I probably gonna want to fight you, like, because there's no way that should be okay feeling to you. Like,
Yeah,
there's no way that should be an okay getting your heels wet. That's not cool.
that is
Like,
not
people don't
not in no
understand.
socks.
No, no, it's not cool, bro. Like, it's just like wet jeans. Like, people that like come out the ocean and throw the jeans on. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you
You do
doing?
know that your feet stink too, right?
You are creating a whole level of different smell. Just
Yeah,
like
that's an ecosystem is what they
it's a
call
it's a
it.
new smell you creating. It's just like
I'm dying.
when the non-melanated wear shorts all year round. You giving the flu away to survive in advance. You giving the flu its own sweet 16.
You
It's
get the,
advancing. Like, that's why
this
we got
guy's gonna
different
be one of the
variants.
100,000 that catch it this year.
Yeah, you giving the flu like it's getting in your body and say, okay, yeah, they came out with this last year to kill us, but this fool ain't wearing shorts. We about to get with it.
Now they hit him
Like,
with the Waka Flocka. It's a party. It's a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, it's like, man, like, wear pants when you're supposed to wear pants.
yes.
Cover your feet when you're supposed to cover your feet. Like, everything, bro, things get in your body through your feet.
This is a full public service announcement.
I'm just worried about humanity, bro. That's all. I'm just worried about
I'm
humanity.
dying. I can't even form a thought, bro. My
I
cheeks
see
hurt.
I see so much out here, man. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Where are your parents? Like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's okay to run to the store. It's okay, I ain't saying you ain't gonna catch me out here. No, you're not. You're not gonna catch me out here not proper.
He
Like,
tried to justify that
no,
shit.
you're not.
He couldn't do it.
Like, no, you're not.
I ain't
But
saying you don't gotta put that's how you gotta put the fucking clothes on.
yeah, yeah. So, but that's all I got today, bro. That's all I got. Take care of yourselves out there. Like,
Sean's tips and tricks for survival, man.
we
Wear
got,
appropriate clothes.
bro. We got a dude out here that don't want you to get shots anyway. He don't a dude out here that don't believe until he get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Until he get it. Like
Mr. Black people should be on a different vaccine schedule.
Mr. Yeah. Like now all of a sudden I don't believe in vaccines, but that Lyme disease, we got to figure that out. Like because he had that shit. Like that's why.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I found out is why he got his voice and shit like that.
that's why he like that. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because that unchecked Lyme disease has like a lot of bad effects on your body and your makeup. It's just weird though how these people they don't care about stuff until it happens to them. But all right, bro, I got nothing else today, man. It was good to get out here and spend some time. I know we went a little long, but it's been a while anyway. So
Absolutely, man. It's all
yeah,
good. Look at that.
yep,
Jimmy,
yeah.
right?
Look at that. Hell yeah, right there.
Cool right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my other one over
This
there.
Jimmy I got cousin Sean right here, dude. Bring that back in the screen. Look, that right there. That's my man Sean helped me get this one right here. He already had that one. The one that you see in his screen, he had that. And I was like, I met him, said, Sean, I need one of those. He said, I'm gonna get you one. Right there. So follow your dreams and wear appropriate clothes.
Wear appropriate clothes. You can't be around me if you ain't appropriately dressed. I'm gonna say something. Like where are your socks? Like I'm gonna say something like I'm gonna make it feel like it's embarrassing too. Like even though it's something simple as socks, like yo, where are your socks, yo? Like I'm gonna say it like yeah.
The whole room looking around.
Yeah.
You don't got socks on. You saying that you don't got no socks? I'm dying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But that's the way we grew up, bro. We fix it through shaming.
Yes. Welcome to Black America.
Where you embarrass the hell out of you.
Where you get embarrassed till you fix that shit.
Ain't no quiet conversations. Pull you to the side. Your whole family gonna know that.
Yeah.
And then you're on the phone.
My favorite is Sean. This is a complete Black America like move right here. You walk in the room and somebody's like, "What's that smell? Something smell different." Oh my gosh. Okay, it smells different because I came in. Okay, it's me. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not privy to Black America, where you get a nickname based on what your shortcomings are.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that. We should do an episode. Then maybe the next episode should be privying people who don't know to Black America. Like we should get some Black America specialists on. Like, let's see.
I'm hanging up. I got it.
Who can we get on?
The Black American specialist is hilarious. I'm dying. Yes, I'm Fred. I'm a Black American specialist.
Yeah.
We need Reverend Al, cuz let me get Reverend Al. I he a Black
American. Yeah. We all grew up in different places, but it was the same. It was the same, bro.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Well, it was good talking to you. Good seeing y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey,
and
thanks
we'll
for
be back.
Yeah,
absolutely. We'll be back on a weekly basis until we get this thing kicked off again. Hopefully we can find time for y'all to watch us. Y'all can find time to watch us. We'd appreciate that. So
yeah, we in all the places where you listen to podcasts at. So catch us on all the places where you listen to podcasts. Like and subscribe for more content, and then holler at us on the flip side.